All right, we got live training today at HQ. I'm out here with Knees Over Toes guy and my guy Fern. This is my top 5 exercises for longevity. I always start with the sled. So we're gonna do 5 trips on the sled. Drive that knee up, extending out. Sled is really the foundation for all my longevity training. Man, I really feel like this is what got me back on my health journey, you know, as far as like I came in with foot pain, knee pain, back pain. So this was the only really exercise I could do that could, with a full body exercise, was ground up, even before I knew what ground up really meant, you know. So I was doing this every day for really, man, how long, Ben? Every day for like maybe, yeah, 8 years. So always getting that foot behind that knee, following through. So half body weight on the sled, 5 trips, and really try to push yourself. So everybody in here is going through the same workout today. 5 trips on the sled, pull-ups to burn out, split squats, dips, slant squats. That 5 first?
Yep.
All right, there. Woo! Gotta get your heart rate up and get your body just like feeling good, you know. Ben's going right into the pull-ups, going to burnout. Nice, B. So he hopped off right off the sled, right into the pull-ups. So your heart rate's going. Nice, B. Way to get to your chest. Boom. Nice. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Keep repping, keep repping. Good work, good work.
I realize I have the head on this side.
You see what?
Just for safety. Be on this side.
You on this side?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So for pull-ups for longevity, man, I really like to have my legs straight out a lot of times. You know what I mean? Because that hits your core and your upper body. So I'll start showing you those. And if you can't do that, you can obviously put your knees in or just stand those legs straight out. So pull-ups, and some people call pull-ups like underhand here. I call everything a pull-up. What do you call it? Huh? Some people like, that's a chin-up, that's a pull-up.
Because I get a lot of hate if you say pull-up or chin-up. Say pull-up overhand, chin-up is underhand. Okay, given that, what would you call that?
Yeah, so what would you call it? Yeah, right. So we'll do this, we'll do these rings. I like these rings, so.
Oh wow, having the legs hit. Son of a gun. More in here.
So I always like to do pull-ups, like it's almost like you get 2 exercises in one. You get the abs and your core, and you get that complete upper body exercise. That's why I really feel like that's one of my top longevity exercises. You know, it's something you can do forever. You know, it's like full range of motion all the way down. So let's check out Fern over here. Nice, Fern. Nice, good control. See how he's controlling that, coming all the way down? Nice, so we go over here to the split squats next. And so we're in a mobility box. For me, Ben is a superhuman. So for longevity, I kind of like to use these ATG buddies. I put them up here, and this is like a 6-inch box. So when you elevate your heel, you're able to kind of get a lot more in those hip flexors. And so even here, you can start, for my longevity people, you can start with these poles. You know, if you've never done this before, you can start really try to sit into it. Really sit into it, hold, kind of stretch that back leg out. Make sure that foot didn't turn in, keep that foot out, and then just kind of drive up. So you start here. I'm gonna grab a little weight. Nice, Fern. So, but if you do, it doesn't matter. You don't never want to work through pain. You always want to go full range of motion, keeping that chest up, kind of pause at the bottom. Really, for my longevity people, you really want to pause. You know, you really don't want to care about how much you lifting. You really want to focus on just the mobility and ability to do this stuff. Like, I hate to say it, man, but those bodybuilders and people lifting all those heavy weights, man, they got their lifespan and their training span is gonna be short because they're not focused on the ability and the mobility of the exercise. Thank you, bro. So full range of motion here. Yeah.
All right, go to that side when you switch his legs, just so they can see a bit more.
So I recommend 10 to 12 reps for a longevity workout. And like I said, don't focus so much on the weight, but just focus on the form and the mobility, chest up, really feeling that hip flexor open up. And eventually you'll start to do splits like Ben. Some of these guys. Was that 12?
Yeah,
I'm talking and going.
It's cool, actually. You got Derek behind him. Jeff Reed was pumping those reps.
Yeah.
Jeff's 47. Got Fernando, football background behind him. Ballet background.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, sorry, he's a current professional ballet dancer.
Yeah, you get everything in here, right? And like the guy was talking to the ballet guy yesterday, I think his name was Oscar. And he had a lot of injuries until he started doing his training, man. And I've heard that from so many different people. That once you start getting that strength plus flexibility, like, it really changes your entire the fitness journey, man, in your life in general. Just your ability to do certain things. So everybody in here, they're doing one of these exercises. I'll just keep going here. So next is, we're gonna come out here and do some dips. So we really want to do this exercise, all these exercises outside, but just loading this stuff out, because I usually work out outside. So everything I'm doing, I usually do it outside, but Ben let me take some stuff outside today. You know what I mean? He said I could do half the workout outside. What up, Court? So I hear that might be one of the highest jumping dudes on the planet, man. You said
74.
Let's go. So all I gotta get is 75 to beat Ben.
I had to start before the camera came out, so we don't
Good work. So next, this is number 4 or 5 is dips. And same thing with all the exercises. You want to go full range of motion, all the way down, really getting that stretch, just like you saw Ben do it 74. I'm sure every rep was the same. So here, full lockout at the top, all the way down. And you can buy this from the ATG shop, I'm sure. A lot of people ask me where to get this equipment from. So all the way down, try to explode up out of it. All the way down, explode up out of it. Good work, Fern. You breathing.
12 reps of split squats. It's cardio right there.
No, for real, that we working.
Could you grab the chalk for people to hold?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna keep repping these out. All right, I'm at 70. $75. Woo!
Well, that smokes. Great workout.
Good work.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So you got the. So Ben got the kettlebell with it. So you hit it like this.
Very good.
So use the chalk to hold the
well,
kettlebell?
some people might, because it's just hand slippery.
Yeah. So I'm gonna show longevity. You really don't need any weights. You don't have to start like this for longevity. I'm about to start raining out here. Let me knock these out. I guess I can talk while I'm doing it. So I like to get my heels up on there to keep my chest up, and Ben always kind of taught me start pushing those knees forward, then kind of come straight down. You want to go kind of a full range of motion into that and try to come straight up. Okay. Knees slightly forward, kind of engaged up. All the way down, coming all the way up. And even if you got to hold onto a chair, people can do that. People have a partner, but really,
like how people assist with a band on a chin-up.
Yeah.
You can put the band, you can hold the band.
Yeah, that's a great idea, and it helps you pull yourself up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes I remember back in the day when I had some severe knee tendonitis, back pain. Ben had me start with a band on the squat rack, and I would to come down, really sit into it, and that band will help me to come up. So the key here is getting full bend. The more full bend you can get, the healthier I feel like your knees become. That's one of my secrets. You know, every time I got serious knee pain or joint pain, I really try to go full range of motion. I'll try to get a couple in with Jeff.
While he pumps, from a common sense perspective, keep that childlike mobility, exercise from that childlike mobility. From a technical perspective, when you fully use a joint, you signal to your body maximum production of synovial fluid, which is the fluid that carries nutrients
Ben,
to
grab
your
that
joint.
mic, Ben.
Oh, it's over there?
Yeah.
So it would seem like, okay, to preserve the joint, we want to go here. But the science now shows this is actually leads to a joint degrading faster. If you want to preserve your joint, you actually have to use the joint. And life is kind of like that.
Thanks.
You want to preserve a relationship, you might actually have to talk to your wife.
For real.
I didn't say it was easy. So you got to find the level. Hey, honey, no. That would be like if he just loaded up right now 300 pounds. You got to approach it at the level you can handle. So this is a great way. Adding a kettlebell is a great way for longevity. I believe I'll be able to dunk till I'm 50 just with kettlebell. Now, will Fernando achieve his peak muscle with just a kettlebell? No, he also uses a barbell.
Yeah.
It's all context.
Well, I'll tell you, after 12 split squats and all that sledding,
Yeah.
this can be difficult.
Even with his muscle mass, he could still make gains without a barbell. It's all context and tools. The purpose of our videos is to give you less fear, more skill. We have so much skill at training the body. I could challenge Fernando. Fernando, you got to dunk when you're 50, do a split, so you're not allowed to touch a barbell. He'd be like, fine, I got this.
Yeah.
And if I said you can only use a barbell.
Yeah.
So we want to give you more skill, less fear.
Yeah. And for me, I got the mic, but for me, it's more just about longevity at this point. I'm 46 and just feeling good and being able to play with my kids, run and jump, and still play with the ATG crew on the weekends. It's like, that's my goal. So everybody has like a different goal, a different passion. If you're an athlete, this will work for you. Like, yeah, my man's a dancer. This works for him. Jeff's 47. He just got back in and dunking and playing. So this routine is kind of prescribed to me personally, because that's like, this is what I love to do. These are like my top 5. And then after this, to go to the stretches.
Just walk them through that.
Yeah, I walk them through the stretches. Yeah.
People got to see some.
Appreciate it, fella.
Yeah. Thanks for an amazing workout.
No, I appreciate it, Ben. So these are the stretches right here, man. We're gonna do, these are my top 5 exercises, man. My top 5 stretches, man. Slant squat, elephant walk, couch, piriformis, and hang. Man, I feel like if I just do this right here 3 days a week, I'm Gucci. So this right here, man, is a calf stretch. A lot of people my age, man, I haven't ran across too many people my age that have been athletes that have not tore their Achilles or had some type of plantar fasciitis or foot pain. So in order to make sure I don't never have to deal with that, for one, wear some flat shoes like this. For 2, just sit on here 60 seconds a day. You know, when you're wearing those heels, those high heels on your shoes, that kind of really tightens you up. And so, and then if you tighten up and then you try to go run or sprint or play a full game of basketball, man, you're asking for an Achilles tear. So stretching here, 60 seconds, I won't go through the whole 60 seconds, man. Once I get this camera off of me, I'll go through my whole workout. I got 2 more rounds of that same sequence. So, but yeah, man, stretching those calves and stretching that Achilles, man, that's key. So grab you a slant board from ATG and put it in your room or your office, man, and get busy. So the next one is elephant walks. And another, for elephant walks, it's really a lot of people, yeah, we can come in first. For a lot of people, man, their posterior chain is really tight. So for elephant walks, you'll be here. I'm pretty flexible, so I can even put my hands here. But if you can't, you can just kind of bend those knees and just extend one leg up. Bend those knees, extend another leg up. That's kind of like an active mobility. So to me, I like to really get a deep stretch. So I'm here, I bend those knees down, extend one up, bend down, extend one, 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 bend down, extend one. So you bend both knees, extend that leg, bend both, keep one knee bent, extend the opposite leg, kind of really contract that quad, bend down, extend. So that's the elephant walk. What's the next one? What's the next one? We got couch stretch. And couch stretch, most people can't go straight against the wall, so this is a good medium. You can either use a bench, a couch, or a contraption like this where it's really easy to get into. You get that knee back and you really just kind of sit into it, pushing those hips forward, so you'll get a deep stretch on that quad. And you try to get that head all the way back against the wall. So that's really get into those hip flexors, really get into those quads, really get a deep stretch in there. So this is, man, honestly, the couch stretch is really my favorite stretch and most important stretch for like knee pain, knee health, really getting over just like knee pain in general, man. I used to have such bad tendonitis in my knees that this couch stretch was the only thing that really opened me up. So a lot of times when you have tendonitis, that means this is pulling, it's too tight, and therefore it's pulling up on that knee right there. So doing this stretch, like you can see Jeff over here doing it. Jeff can do the splits. He's out there dunking at 47. It's pretty insane. And so he's kind of rocking into it, really opening that hip up. So telling you, man, if you're looking for this is a longevity workout, we can talk about other things, jumping and running and jumping, but for longevity, man, I feel like doing a couch stretch at least 2 minutes each leg 3 times a week is crucial. I feel like, man, I like this machine for it too, because sometimes trying to get all the way and using a machine like that is tough.
It's good to show other options, so, in case people don't have that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The bench, right?
Yeah, so using this bench like Jeff got, if you don't have a contraption like this, you can really just go against any wall. Let's say you don't have any of this stuff. You can just kind of go against the wall.
Yeah, just go against the wall.
Get that knee up. So no excuses. I know most people will say, man, I don't have that equipment. So you can do the same thing. Just going against the wall, putting the chair right here, and just put yourself all the way back. So
there's always a way to makeshift everything. You've been doing this.
Yeah, I've been doing this before any of this equipment.
Before we had any of this equipment.
Yeah, grab that mic. Yeah, we've been doing this.
Yeah, so there's always a way to makeshift everything. Like, you don't actually need any of this equipment.
Yeah,
so like when I started, we didn't have any of this. Derek had all the equipment.
Yeah.
He didn't have anything when he started as well.
No, you can hold on to that.
All right.
But yeah, so next is the pure former stretch. And that's really to get into those hip flexors, get into that back. And if you've been following us for a long time, you understand. But actually, I like to do it on a bench.
Yeah.
Does this go up?
It should.
That's all right. So right here, usually just kind of getting this knee, this ankle and this knee aligned, keeping that back straight, and you'll really feel that hip and that pure form right there in that butt. You'll feel it stretch. And then after 20-30 seconds, you can really just kind of sit into it. And it's really a strengthening exercise at the same time. And so after I do that for maybe like 30 seconds, then I start to get this shoulder to this knee. Shoulder to this knee. And I'm trying to do that 15 times. And then after that, I really try to sit back into it. And if you don't have that, like you can see Jeff over here doing that, the 90-90 stretch, which is another form of the piriformis. But yeah, so I'll do the other side just to kind of even it out a little bit. But yeah, and you can hold, there's different ways to do this stuff, but like having this incline really forces you to get really deep in that piriformis. And then, like I said, it goes to that shoulder, that knee, shoulder, that knee, shoulder, that knee. But I would do that, man, honestly, man, I try to do it for like 2 minutes at a time, really. Some people say 60 seconds, but man, 2 minutes at a time really open you up, man. So doing this exercise 3 days a week. But the last one is really probably, I know all this stuff is my favorite, but this is my favorite upper body stretch, man. So come and follow me. I'll do it right here.
Like, to me, like, that's my advantage, is like diving.
So this, man, I'd really just kind of like just sit here and hang for like 60 seconds. So a lot of times when I'm doing pull-ups, when you're doing those dips, after I do this will be after I finish my complete 3 rounds of all those exercises. But I really just kind of sit here and just hang for like 60 seconds to 2 minutes. Sometimes kind of one hand at a time. Just really stretch it out. So we do that.
Like, I'm using a system where, like, once I hit 8, then you can never go on the weight that's those 5 times. Even if I get 3 or 5,
Where's it at? Can you still hear me though?
yeah, I can still hear you.
Yeah, so really, man, just hanging 60 seconds. If you can, if you can't, or even if you just kind of like can't hang and you just kind of sit right here, one arm at a time, that really opens you up, man. And I say, if you really want to stay tall, have like no back pain, really be flexible, I feel like this is one of the cheat codes to longevity, to your posture, to standing tall, to alleviating back pain. It's just, man, I'm telling you, just a simple hang. You can hang from a bar like this, go out to the park, hang from a bar. That's a real exercise, man. And it really works on your grip strength. For grip, it really correlates to your longevity, man. It's a lot of nerves that you have on your fingers that, and your grip strength that correlates. And you can look this up, correlates to how much vitality you have in your life, man. So I appreciate you watching. Like everybody's going through this. I don't know if I can walk around and kind of show you some, you want to chop it up, Ben? You want to say anything?
Man, amazing job, amazing work. Now I'm going to interview him a couple questions.
Okay, good. Ben like to put you up on the spot.
Number one, you're 46, your entire 40s. I've never seen you a day in your life out of shape. That is valuable for health. Forget working out. Like, that's valuable for health. What's the secret for you? What are your basics? How do you stay in shape year round, year after year?
Man, that's a good question, man. I really would say, and being in the right environment, man, having people like being in your reality, man, it almost like Ben said, a leader is a limiter. And if you got people in your life that never let you fall below a certain point, it's almost in your mind, it's hard to even fall below that point, you know? So for one, having people in your life that encourage you and that motivate you, I feel like it's really key. Ben is somebody that always, man, I don't care what I'm going through, I could be at the lowest point. He's always encouraging, always, man, that's awesome. That's great. You can do this. You hear him talking right now. He's never been out of shape in his 40s, man. That does something to my aura, you know? So that's key. Another one is like, man, I never see myself out of shape, man. I really feel like the vision you have in your mind and how you see yourself is key, you know what I'm saying? So knowing your self-worth, knowing that the most important thing in your life is your health, you know, and how you see yourself. You know, a lot of people around you, and that's why it's so important. I go back to have people that encourage you, because those doubts start to manifest, man. So having people in your life and seeing yourself in great shape is key. And another last thing I would say, man, is realize, man, that a lot of things you've been told is not true. And I don't want to say lies, but realizing, man, less is more. You don't have to eat 3, 4, 5 meals a day. You don't have to kind of keep up with this bodybuilder culture. You know, kind of realize how you want your body to look and feel, and just kind of use your intuition. And if you don't need to eat, don't eat. You know, and just because you've been programmed to think a certain way, make sure that's right for you intuitively. So I try to be a more of an intuitive being, spirit. You know, so yeah, that would be my answer. Yeah, appreciate it.